Okay, guys, this is a quick run through on being able to do a comp, and I'm going to focus on speed here. This is probably what you're going to want to do when you start out, just because you could spend hours trying to comp a property, and you're not going to know the exact neighborhood. You're not going to know probably the exactly what needs to be done to the house. So that's why it's better just to kind of get through this quick process and come up with a rough framework and a rough idea of value, depending on just some guesses, basically. So as usual, I just popped in the address, and I know this one's in Sunnyvale. So usually I'll just click on the maps and just get an idea of where this thing's located. Again, this is, depending on how well you know the area, this is not a critical step if it's a totally new neighborhood for you. And so internet's a little bit slow, but I usually just back it off and just see where this is located. I know Central Expressway and Fair Oaks. This is actually a pretty good area. A lot of high tech nearby. This is really good proximity for the Silicon Valley and the Bay Area. Pretty good area of Sunnyvale. And so once I take a look at that, usually I'll go back and grab Zillow just to do a quick confirmation of what I see the square footage and bed bath count being. I usually do this before I jump into the MLS. So you'll see that actually this is Ventura, California. So I have to be a little bit more specific. I take it back. That's interesting. Okay, so here's the one in Sunnyvale here. So you gotta be careful. There's a lot of obviously addresses in cities that are the same. So we scroll down, and this is the one we're looking at. 2-bedroom, 1-bath, 900 square feet. I believe it's on a 7,000 square foot lot. There's that, built in 1945. And so, and then you have the Zestimate of 962 based on Zillow's data. So at this point, normally I will then write down that information on my notes, and then I'll go and jump into the MLS. So we jump over to MLS. I already have it. I've already logged in. We'll go through our sold date, close of escrow, and go to maps. And it's 356 Roosevelt. And this looks like it pulled up the Ventura County one, so we got to put the whole address in there. 356 Roosevelt Avenue, Sunnyvale. That looks a little better next to Central Expressway. So then we'll zoom in a bit and start looking for our highest priced homes just to get an idea. I like to stay in this neighborhood on this side of the expressway there. And it looks like, you've got, this is one, I'm curious, the square footage. So here's a pretty good comp, actually. This is a 3, 2.5. It looks like it's 1,100 feet on a 7,000 square foot lot. So in moving quickly through this, just to get an idea of what the high exit would be, this may not be the best fit, meaning the best option as far as if we're 900 to 1,100 to be adding 250 square feet roughly. Usually you're going to want to, if you're going to put that much effort into it, you're going to want to put in 300 to 500 square feet, add bedroom, bath, and maybe even a couple bedrooms in this case, trying to get to 4 from the subject property. But this just gives you a good idea on just roughly what what the high end of the market would be on a per foot basis. And then, like we've seen probably before, is I like to just get an idea of this is, I would expect to be a complete remodel given that price point. And you can see got your galley kitchen, pretty nice remodel, nice backsplash, clean, white. Yeah, so this has been completely remodeled, which is good. And like I said, I think it's probably a little bit nice backyard. Got pavers in the driveway. Looks like a big garage. Really nice fence. That's a pretty expensive fence. So I'll go ahead and write this data down. Just save that for as one of the potential options. So then we keep searching. So scroll back up, go back to maps, see what else we can find. There's a 1.5, 1,900 square feet. So that'd probably be more than what we'd like to do as far as adding 1,000 square feet to our subject property. Be a much more in-depth remodel. But there was something over here, 1.2, 1.275. I'm curious what these are. That's 1,700 feet, and that's 1,300 feet. So this is another interesting comp. Just not trying to blow out our options here, but this would be a matter of adding, 450 square feet, which is a pretty moderate remodel. And so if we go through the pictures, you'll see that it looks like it's a one-car garage. It's a bit of a dated remodel and not staged, so I would not expect this thing to get the high end of the price. Also has a pool, which is, for this size lot's kind of a negative. You don't get much of a backyard. And this might be a tandem or something garage, but it looked like it was a single-car garage, even though they put two car. So you see the pool takes up the whole backyard. Some funky colors. So it looks like this was, probably a remodeled, pretty clean house, but nothing like we would do. And so this is just another data point. And you can see that it's $9.25 a foot. We go down and confirm the schools: Fremont Union and Bishop Elementary. So this is another good comp for if we were going to do that 1,400 square foot remodel. So then we kind of run our math, and based on what I'm seeing, we'd probably be in that 1,200 square foot range, a 3-bedroom, 2-bath. You would think that with that much square footage, we'd easily be able to get a 3.2 out of it, given it's a 2.1 already. So I just run some quick math. We take our existing 900 square foot, multiply that by $90 a foot, and we come up with $80,000, and then the $300,000 or the 300 square foot add-on, I usually multiply that by $200 a foot, and you end up with $60,000. So you add those two numbers, 60 plus 80, and you end up with $140K. So that's what I would put for our budget, and then we would just put in the numbers as far as what our potential buy price would be, an exit price of 1.3, and a rehab amount of 140,000, and see if that qualifies. There's another video that shows exactly how to go through and enter the numbers into the spreadsheet, the qualifying spreadsheet. But I just want to give you guys an idea of how to come up with a real quick, rough idea on after repair value on a property like this. That's all for now. Talk to you soon.